man? Ain't it beautiful outside? It's beautiful today, man. How y'all doing, man? Right? This world is off the chain, ain't it? Ain't it off the chain? What's up, my people? Welcome to the Quran and the Muslim ISHMALITE channel. We ain't no Shia, we ain't no Sunni, we ain't no Tawhid, we ain't no Hadith, we ain't no Sunnah, we ain't no Imams, only a messenger and a book, the book of Allah. That's what I got. That's what I have for you. I don't want your money. I don't want you to follow me. You don't got to like and subscribe. You ain't got to do none of that. Just lend me your ear, right? Listenist. We've been on here a long time now, almost a year, laying it down with the book. Have y'all learned anything yet? Oh yeah, I know what y'all learned. Jesus is Lord, right? That's y'all thing. He is Lord. You got that all day. Jesus is Lord. He is the Lord. I obey him. He's a good brother. We love him in Islam. We just don't worship, we just don't worship him. That's the only thing. Now, today I'm going to read a few surahs about Jesus, about Muhammad, mainly stuff that I like in the book, that the world really needs to examine, which they don't. But I'm an examiner, and I will examine it with my knowledge and with you guys too. We're going to speak about Noah, right? Noah has 3 sons and those with him that Allah had in the ark with him, right? Yet he had 3 sons, and they say that these 3 sons was the progenitors of the 3 human races after the flood, which was white, black, and mixed of both. Japheth, Shem, and Ham. All right. When I read my Quran, it gives me a story similar, yet different. Let's get to it. We turn to chapter 11. Chapter 11 is called Hud. Hud. H-U-D. Hud. All right. Surah, chapter 11, surahs 43 to 49. Alrighty. Check it out. Okay. Now, let's get it. And he said, embark in it. In the name of Allah, be its sailing and its anchoring. Surely my Lord is forgiving, merciful. And it moved on with them amid waves like mountains. And Noah called out to his son, and he was aloof. O my son, embark with us, and be not with the disbelievers. So this is a son of Moses that's outside of the ark. Noah is letting him know, son, join us, embark with us, and be not of the disbelievers, right? This is what Noah tells his son. It don't say which son, okay? But in the movie Noah, it was the oldest. Okay, so now check this out. All right, now he said, I will betake myself for refuge on a mountain that will save me from the water. He said, there is none safe today from Allah's command. But he on whom he has mercy, and a wave intervened between them. So he was among the drowned. Do you hear that? So Noah and his son are disputing with one another. Noah's telling him, listen, man, hop on the ship. Come on, don't take refuge on that mountain. That mountain will not save you from the water. So then a wave intervened between Noah and his son. And it was said, O earth, swallow thy water, and O cloud, clear away. And the water was made to abate, and the affair was decided, and it rested on the Judi, Gudi. And so the Noah's ark is on the Judi. And it was said, away with the iniquitous people. All right, so my Lord, he told the earth, swallow up the water. And so he made all the waters abate, okay? And the ark rested on the Judi. I assume Judi was a mountain. Peace. Judi is a mountain, okay? We're speaking about Noah and his sons and how one of them died during the wave, the flood. So let me hear this, right? And it was said, O earth, swallow up. Okay. And Noah cried out to his Lord and said, my Lord, surely my son is of my family, and thy promise is true, and you are the justice of the judges. He said, this is a law now, O Noah, he is not of thy family. He is an embodiment of unrighteous conduct. This is what Allah. He called Noah's son, the one that drowned. I would assume it was Japheth. He said, Noah, he is not of thy family. He is an embodiment of unrighteous conduct. So Noah lost a son in the flood. Was that ever spoken about? Did y'all hear this in your stories, man? I didn't. My Lord said, he's not of thy family, O Noah, but he is an embodiment of unrighteous conduct. So ask not of me that of which you have no knowledge. I admonish thee lest thou be of the ignorant. That's what Allah spoke to Moses. Don't ask me about them. Okay? So ask not of me that of which you have no knowledge, O Noah. I know who your son was. You might have raised him, but I created him. And I'm telling you, he was the embodiment of unrighteous conduct. And he couldn't go and start the next world. So out of the 3 sons of Noah, one died in the flood. I would assume it was Japheth, not Ham or Shem. In the movie Noah, if you watch it, one of the sons was all about a girl. He was trying to get the girl on the ship with him. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. That was the oldest one, Japheth, right? So I would assume, that it also was Japheth here, staying back behind with the girl that he wanted to bring. This is why he wasn't on the boat, the ark, when it anchored. Why is you on a mountain yelling to me, son? Talking about, I will take myself to the mountain. Noah said, nobody is safe this day, my son. Embark with me. Then a wave intervened between Noah and his son, and he was gone. But we hear nothing of this in the Bible. Noah reached the land with all 3 sons, right? So all I'm saying is this, right? If Noah had 3 sons, one was black, one was white, one was black, and one was a mixture of the both. And the oldest was the white one, okay? One of them died. One of them died before the flood. So his race, that race, whatever that was, didn't have a start in the new world. They would come later with the Sabbath breakers, those who were turned into apes and swine. Yeah, man, it's heavy, but just peep it. He said, my Lord, I seek refuge in thee from asking of thee that of which I have no knowledge. You see how Noah humbled himself really quick? And unless you forgive me and have mercy on me, I shall be of the losers. This is what Moses said. It was said, O Noah, descend with peace from us and blessings on thee and on nations, springing from those with thee. And there are nations whom we afford provisions, then a painful punishment from us afflicts them. It was said, O Noah, descend with peace, land in peace, come down with peace from us, and blessings on you, Noah, and on the nations springing from those with thee. Nations, more than one, springing forth with thee. So those who were with Noah in the ark, including his sons, they were the beginning of the new nations, springing from them, those with Noah. And there are nations whom we afford provisions. And my Lord has specific nations that he gives, that he provides for. I would assume the nations that are upright, right? Regardless of your skin and your tone, the noblest of Allah, you know, people always want to say, Allah loves us the most. We're the favorites of Allah. We are the favorites. We're the chosen. No, the chosen is those who observe their duty constantly. That's who Allah loves the most. Him who is most upright in his conduct. Black, white, green, fat, skinny, tall, fat, white, retarded, sharp, it don't matter. Is you upright in your righteousness? Huh? That's it. So nations sprung forth from those that Noah carried in the ark. These are the announcements relating to the unseen, which we reveal to thee. Thou didst not know them, neither thou nor thy people. We didn't know this chapter, did we? Did we? You see how my Lord, he be rocking us, right? He can rock us to sleep. Easy work. But check that. These are the announcements. This is what makes this book so great. This is the good news. This is the Injil. This is the gospel. This book. Huh? Translator, Maulana Muhammad Ali. Author, Jibril and Allah. Allah. Huh? He's the author. Maulana is the translator. Huh? He's the best translator too. Good brother. All right, so I'm just speaking this, right? Now, man, like, so Noah had 3 sons. In the end, he only had 2, Ham and Shem. Japheth drowned. They didn't tell that part in the Bible because that would remove the Caucasian race. Is it adding up now? Yeah, you know, when things add up, you're right. When it don't add up, what we gotta do? Subtract the bullshit. Okay? That's all it is. Listen, my Lord made this earth, the heavens and the earth, and he made all creation in truth. In truth, our base, Our foundation is truth. That's it. So you can know, once you know the truth and accept, you know the lie right off the rip. You know that's not its true form. You know that it's not that's not its true mechanics. That's not its true duty. No, man. You know, we are created in truth. That's our beginning. We become false over time by making up stuff on our own that will justify our desires and what we want and how we see life. It comes with power and authority in life. This is when we go astray. You know what I mean? We are nothing but a single nation. Mankind is a single nation. And my Lord raises up messengers and prophets among people, you know, to give them the good news and the warning before the dreadful day of chastisement, you know, comes, man. And I'm one of these warners. I'm one of these messengers. So we learned about Noah, right? The Greek name of this mountain is to be said Gordiawi, being one of those mountains which divide Armenia on the south from Mesopotamia. The tradition which affirms the ark to have rested on those mountains must have been very ancient, since it is a tradition of the Chaldeans themselves. And again, the relics of the ark were also to be seen in the time of Epiphanes. I don't know how they're going to check it out. Now, hold on. Now, check it out. Check it out. When it is meant to speak of a person as the very embodiment of a certain quality, he is designated not as the possessor of that quality, but as that quality itself. Thus, you speak of a person as being calm, excellence, jud, charity, meaning he is the very meaning that he is the very embodiment of excellence and charity. But this wasn't the case of Noah's son. My Lord said he was the embodiment of unrighteous conduct. Why is that? Because he didn't obey his father, Noah, when he told him, leave that hoe behind. Excuse my language. Leave them girls alone. My Lord will give you a woman, man, in the new world. Just fall back. Get in the ark and sit your butt down and praise your Lord. You know what I mean? No. Not Japheth. He want to hang out on the mountain and then swim over in the ark, and it didn't work like that, you heard? No. So he disobeyed an order from his father. My Lord had plans for him, right? So now his race, I don't even want to get into it, but yeah, that really put back maybe the white race a few centuries, you know what I mean? And they had to, you know what I mean? You know how it goes. Like, I'm half German. I'm half black and German, man. I'm black and German and Irish. You know what I'm saying? These are all my bloods. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed, man, if I got Neanderthal in me. I don't give a damn. I will apply that gene and just start hitting dudes on the head like Donkey Kong. Beep, beep. Yo, whatever gene Brent James got, man, I'm going to work it. I don't care if it's an animal gene or a dog gene or a pig gene. Man, I got them in me. I'm not all black, man. Nah, man, I'm only quarter God. You know what I mean? Quarter God, a quarter. Huh? You know what I mean? Melon, just a little drop. You see, yo, but my rearing and my upbringing, that drop is concentrated like a bomb. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this. Don't be ashamed of your origins, man. You know what I mean? If you caveman, you caveman. You act like it, you think like it, you live like it. When we say that you are it, you get mad. But you enjoying the lifestyle of it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's all good. Can't you see that, you know, that black and white people is different? You know what I mean? They smell different, look different, feel different. seem different, are different. You know what I mean? I'm a mixture of all that in one man. You do the math, huh? So all I do is just say, let me submit to the one God, the Lord of the worlds, right? So that's what I do. But check it, don't be ashamed of your blood. Don't be ashamed of your origins, man. We all have humble beginnings. That don't mean that you are that now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit, had that Neanderthal gene, man. Shit. Life is life, man. You know what I mean? If you don't love yourself, nobody will. If you don't respect yourself and who you are, nobody will. They respect you because they see your confidence that you have upon yourself. That's what inspires others to respect you. It's how they see you treat yourself. That's it. So if you're walking around like, I was born from 8 nuts and this, and I came from a tree. I came down from the tree. I mean, if you want to live it like that, then live it like that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no man gonna beat up a monkey or 8 head up. That ain't gonna happen. Monkeys got the strength of 4 men. Apes got the strength of 4 men. You know what I'm saying? So, we got the MMA now. You get to express that nature, and get paid for it. You know what I mean? But that's off the topic. Let's get back to Noah. Nations springing forth. Japheth didn't make the cut. Only Ham and Shem. That's it. All right. One of the sons were drowned in the flood. The Bible don't speak about that. It didn't tell you that. Why? Because it removes a race of people. Okay, chapter 61. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's all right. My name is Brent James. This is the Quran and the Muslim Ishmaelite. You don't gotta like, you don't gotta subscribe. I don't give a damn. I just want you to listen, all right? And if you don't want to do that, bounce. It's all good. Or watch. You know what I mean? Watch and lust. Right? I mean, yeah, yep, I know. Let's get it. 61, chapter 61. So we spoke about Noah and his son, which is the embodiment of unrighteous conduct. Look at Aisha's slanderers. My girl Aisha. Y'all know, you ever heard of Aisha? They about to go in on me now, right? Ooh, they know Aisha, boy. If anything about Islam, they know that Aisha story, boy. Yeah, they do. 61, chapter 61. I give you my videos. I rap with you. We laugh and joke, and I speak my bull. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'm reading you the book. We having fun learning. You know what I mean? I'm reading you the book. Not my book. Not my interpretation of the book. I'm reading you the book. Allah's word. Because I don't want nothing from you except a good life and a righteous life. That's what I want for you. Because that's what I want for myself. It's what I've always wanted. 61, 6. Hear me out now. Okay, check this out. Now, this is chapter 61. The name of the chapter is called The Ranks. The Ranks, right? So, repeat me. All right. And when Jesus, this is Surah 6, chapter 61, Surah 6. And when Jesus, son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, surely I am the messenger of Allah to you. He didn't say it. He didn't say it? You can't see it on there. They blur the words. He did say it, didn't he? Didn't he say it? I'm not reading this in my head, right? And when Jesus, son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, surely I am the messenger of Allah to you, verifying that which is before me of the Torah. You know, the Torah came with Moses and Aaron. That was before Jesus, right? So he's verifying that which is before me of the Torah. Okay, so he's verifying the Torah and giving the good news. What's the good news, Jesus? Is it Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? Is it their stories on how they met you and how, you know, they locked you up in jail? Is it those stories? Is that the good news? Hell no. And giving the good news. What's the good news, Jesus? Of a messenger who will come after me. Who will come after me? Who are you speaking about? In the Bible, when he talks like this, he says, I'm going to send you the comforter, the spirit, the comforter, right? So we're all waiting for the comforter to come, right? Check it out. And giving the good news. Jesus has good news of a messenger who will come after me. Oh yeah? What's his name, Jesus? His name being Ahmad. Ahmad. Jesus spoke Aramaic. That's how you pronounce Muhammad in Aramaic. Ahmad. His name being Ahmad. That's the good news. Check it out. His name being Ahmad. But, when he came to them with clear arguments, this is Jesus speaking with the Israelites now. He just told them this. But when he came to them with clear arguments, they said, this is the Israelites now, this is clear enchantment. Did you see any magic happen with that statement? Did Jesus make him appear in a bottle? How is this enchantment? You see the dumb shit that the Israelites feed you, man? No. They believed it. It just didn't line up with their plans. And surely Allah is the best of planners. But it didn't align up with their low desires and their plans. And so they say, this is clear enchantment, right? And who is more unjust than he who forges a lie against Allah, and he is invited to Islam, and Allah guides not the unjust people. They desire to put out the light of Allah with their mouths, but Allah will perfect his light, so the disbelievers may be averse. He it is who has sent his messenger with the guidance and the religion of truth, that he may make it prevail over all religions, though the polytheists are averse. Heavy Saurus. That the Comforter would not speak of himself, but that which he shall hear, he shall speak. The words conveying exactly the same idea of those in Deuteronomy 18:18. And I will put my words in his mouth. This is down bottom with Maulana explaining the surah a little bit more in depth, right? So who is more unjust than he who forges a lie against the law when he is invited to Islam? Jesus wasn't lying when he invited the Israelites to Islam. He wasn't lying about Ahmad. But they want to make him out to be a liar. And one day that lie will confound them, because they will have to face it. What you call a lie. Now, my Lord says, now taste the fire, which you call a lie. And my Lord gets ill with you when you burning in it. He says, is it real or is it magic? Don't play with Allah, man. You can play with all those other ones. Don't bring it to Allah. All right. Man, listen, man. Now, let me go down bottom and let you hear what Mulana goes into detail about this surah. And when Jesus, son of Mary, said, "O children of Israel, surely I am a messenger." All right, check it out. That's number 6. Surah 6, we're going to go to 6. We are here told that Jesus had given the good news of the advent of a prophet whose name was Ahmad, coming after him. That our prophet was known by names, that our prophet was known by 2 names, Muhammad and Ahmad, is a well-known fact of history. The poet Hassan mentions the prophet in one verse by the name Ahmad, and so do those who go around about his throne of majesty and all the pure ones. Jesus' qualifications of John. Check it out. Creepy stated. I don't need to read all that, man. Y'all can read that when you buy the book, but I just want to read this to you really quick. This expresses the messenger, right? Into all truth. Right? Check it out. But the teaching of the Comforter would be the perfect one, guiding men to all truth. And the Holy Quran is the only book which claims to be the perfect law, that the Comforter would not speak of himself, but that which he shall hear, he shall speak. The words conveying exactly the same idea as those in Deuteronomy 18:18. And I will put my words in his mouth, a qualification which is met with only in the person of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, that he will glorify Jesus, and the Holy Prophet did glorify Jesus by denouncing as utterly false all those. I can't read all that, man. Whatever. It is argued, however, that the Comforter is here called the Spirit of Truth. No, he's not. But check it out, though. But yeah, that's what he called him in the Bible, the Spirit of Truth. And that very Spirit indwells in a man. If we were spirits walking around on earth, we would just have a spirit in spirit form. But, my Lord compliments us, we human flesh. So he gives us whatever he gives us. He sticks it in a form, like it has to have a form here on earth, man. So never mind the form. See the substance of a thing. That's what it really is. This is why I tell people, don't judge a book by its cover without reading the pages. See, you can look at Brent and say, this criminal looking dude, but when you hear my videos, I'm speaking truth. How I look don't match how I represent myself. It's like contradictions. If you can get past the fear of the appearance, you can see the substance of a thing. And that's where you get your validation. That's when you grow. That's when you're growing. Man, it's fear. Appearance. Yeah, man. So check this out, right? So I just read you about that, right? The good news was Muhammad. That was the good news, man. The Comforter. What other good news is there? Really, though, just think about it, man. What? The stories of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? And their memories of, what I'm saying? Forget all that. That wasn't even written by them. Okay? You getting a book that's an angel giving you truth. The angel Jibril was there during all this. They write down. They are honorable recorders, man. This is the truth. Damn it. Don't you feel it? I know you feel it. It probably make you a little scared, right? Make your asshole get tight, right? Scared, right? Start farting. Beep, beep, beep. Like dudes going to jail in the van. Once you pulling up in the jail, dudes start farting in the truck. I mean, because I'm scared. I'm scared. Right? Nervous spots. All right? Excuse me about that. You know, I like to have fun here and there. You know, life is too serious. You gotta ease up. All right? Muslims, yo, man, us Muslims is the best, man. Listen, despite, you know, garments, headgear, mosque, and knowing Arabic and all this, man, listen. That's really not Islam, man. That's culture. You understand? That's you trying to fit in, looking alike. These are lookalikes here. This is, you know, I'm going to look like them so I can feel like them. If I look like that, maybe my brain will turn into that. It don't work like that, baby. You know what I mean? You don't put on the personality of the costume you make. Okay? Costumes don't have personalities. Beings do. Living beings. Are you a living being or are you a costume? Y'all like that one. Y'all can have that one. You can have that one. I see all the hearts flooding. The hearts are flooding. Thank you. You can have that one. Is you a costume or is break time? I'll be right back. Be right back, and we're gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. You don't get out my way, man. What do you think you are? Some type of hologram? What do you think you is, a mirage, man? Boy, this year, man. You know the time flying, man. Ain't time flying? Tell you, boy, I done been on this page about 1 year, man. And thank you for the thumbs up and the likes. Yo, the Muslim channels on YouTube, bro, they be booty, man. Booty. They ain't gonna never open this book up, man. They ain't gonna never do it. I mean, bro, they can have all the culture down packed, but they just don't ever say, hey, we're gonna read the book. I'm just gonna tell you what was taught to me. What they do is take what they understand of hadiths and what men told them, and then they apply it. Well, in the book it says this when some guy told them that. Conjecture, guessing, hearsay. Most of them illiterate. And desert Arabs, they the hardest in disbelief and in hypocrisy. These are Middle Easterns, man. This is why Trump can't make no deal with them. I would say just stay in war with them. Stay in war with them. Believe it. Believe it. If they don't want to incline to peace, burn them down. Burn them down in the name of Allah. Believe it. They don't worship Allah over there. No, they got sex. They do their own thing over there. If they did, their community would be one. You know, their people would love their ruler. You know what I mean? But no, it ain't like that at all. Because they're in falsehood. They still worship Baal. You see them burn it down over there, right? The statue of Baal. You know, the one that takes kids as a sacrifice. Yeah, that's how they get their worldly strengths, by murdering light, pure light, children. So to hell with them. This whole shit. Baal, man. That's all they worship. Gods that bring. Why do you think we've been getting all these storms and rains and stuff? Because they summons Baal. He's a storm god. He brings rain on crops, whatever, floods, whatever. That's what they do. That's what they summons. Okay? And so they get what they got. They get what they got. Now they underwater. You know what I mean? Look at Texas. Okay, I mean, listen. Baal is in the building, right? Moloch, all of them, bro. All of them are the same. Idol gods that man make. They named them with names they named their children. I don't fuck with them. Never did. I'm a homegrown man, okay? I might have been a little mess up when I was young. I might have been a little retarded, you know what I mean? But I was always rejected. Always. This world always rejected me. Always. You know what I mean? Always slept on my skills, slept on my abilities. Then when I had a chance to perform my skills and my abilities, what happened now? They got jealous and they hated. They hated it on it. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, you can't win with these people, bro. Jesus said, if this world hated you, know that it hated me first. And it hated all the messengers, because they came with that which their souls desired not. Men want to be great. They want to be the man, but don't even know how to be a boy. Don't even know how to be a functioning adult, but they want all the praise and shit, you know? Be careful who you praise all the time. If you praising evil, you don't want to praise evil, man. You know, people praise others, to get what they want. They'll let you do evil and do whatever you want, knowing you're doing evil. But if they can get something out of it, they will celebrate that evil, your retardedness right along with you. And that's not a friend. That's a hazard to your health. You know what I mean? They just there. You know, they get what they can from you. Okay? Knowing you evil, knowing you doing wrong, and, you know, yeah, it is what it is. Get back to the book and wrap this up. So we heard about, Noah and one of his sons drowning, which left only two races of people, mulatto and black, Ham and Shem, right? So boom, now we read about Jesus and the good news, which was Muhammad, who would come. See, Jesus was an Ishmaelite, like Aaron was, and his mother Mary, because Amram was an Ishmaelite. Amram is out of the line of Levi. Okay? That's a chosen race of Allah. You got the seed of Adam, seed of Noah, seed of Abraham, and the seed of Amram. Okay? We're going to go now. Jesus, Allah, check it out. Chapter 43. I'm trying to let you know who this man Jesus is, because y'all love Jesus, right? But do you really? Do you really? If Jesus tells you who he is right out of his mouth, will you accept it? Check it out. This is chapter 43. The title is called The Gold. Gold. That's the name of the chapter. 43, gold. Okay? Surah 57 through 67. 67. Check it out. And when the son of Mary is mentioned as an example, lo, thy people raise a clamor thereat. And they say, are our gods better, or is he? They set it forth to thee only by way of disputation. No, they are a contentious people. He was nothing but a servant on whom we bestowed favor, and we made him an example for the children of Israel. Jesus. He was an example of upright conduct for the children of Israel, which is a people and a nation from the seed of Adam, who are the progenitors. The children of Israel were made to be an example of upright conduct in the earth among all the other nations. Israel should have been a Muslim people who submit, who prostrate, who give the good news and the warning. They should be the representatives of Allah on earth, because he blessed them, right? But they didn't. They always went into idol worship or other than that. So he sent Jesus to them like all the other messengers, okay? He was there to teach them how to live upright again, okay? Because they didn't went astray so far. They didn't probably lost the knowledge of self and all that, the Israelites, okay? So he's an example for them, My Lord didn't say the world. He made him an example for the children of Israel. And if we pleased, we could make among you angels to be our vicegerents in the land. So my Lord says, hey, man, if we want it, since y'all want to worship men and all this, and you just can't get along with your own kind, right? We could send an angel down there, to rule your world as a president, as a government, whatever. And if we please, we could make among you angels to be our vicegerents in the land. He could do that. Has my Lord done that already? Check it out, though. And this revelation is surely knowledge of the hour, which means you won't hear this out of no man's mouth. This is knowledge of the hour. This knowledge, it comes out of the unseen. This is why it's spoken through an angel. This ain't common knowledge. This is knowledge of the hour. All right? And this revelation, this here, is surely knowledge of the hour. This one about Jesus. This is powerful. Check it out. So have no doubt about it. Check it out now. And this revelation is surely knowledge of the hour, so have no doubt about it and follow me. This is the right path. And I'm going to go on and say, and let not the devil hinder you. Surely he is your open enemy. What does it mean by open enemy? This is closed. When I open it, it's manifest. It's visible. I can see it. The devil is an open enemy, meaning he's everywhere. Everywhere. Open enemy. Open. He's not hidden. He is everywhere. Okay? Check it out. And when Jesus came with clear arguments, he said, now this is going back to, this is the revelation. This is the knowledge of the hour. We get to hear what came out of Jesus's mouth when he spoke to the children of Israel. We get to hear verbatim what came out of his mouth. How? How do we get this information? Because Gabriel is an angel. He was there. So he gives us this revelation, knowledge of the hour. You understand? Real hidden shit. Okay, excuse me. Check it out now. And when Jesus came with clear arguments, he said, this is Jesus speaking, I have come to you indeed with wisdom, and to make clear to you some of that about which you differ. So keep your duty to Allah and obey me. Surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve him. This is the right path. Hey, you guys heard it, right? I am so sorry for that. You got to be careful when you listening to Brent now, because your soul is going to hear things and it's going to illuminate. And if you don't compliment it, you're going to feel pain, brother, sister. Matter of fact, just leave my channel right now. Don't hear no more. Don't hear no more. I'm not trying to wake you up like that, because you're going to have a rude awakening. You know what I mean? You know how you sleeping good, somebody come up and you get up. That's a rude awakening. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hit you like that, because usually when you wake up like that, you on your guard. You know what I mean? I want to wake you up gradually. You know what I mean? Like birds singing. But when I give you the revelation of the hour, the knowledge of the hour, this is automatic awakening. Automatic. You hear it. You can't unhear it. You know what I'm saying? This came out of Jesus' mouth. You know how in the Bible when he said, I am the truth, the way, the life, he didn't say, I am a Christian. Huh? So you guys know that out of his mouth, right? So he speaks another thing here. It doesn't take away from him being the truth, the way, and the life. This don't take away from that, because you establish those attributes when you submit to Allah and you observe your duty as a Muslim. You become the truth, the way, and the life. Check it out now. Surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve him. This is the right path. But, here come that but. You know everything after but is bullshit. But, parties among them differ. So woe to those who did wrong, for the chastisement of a painful day. Wait they for aught but the hour, that it should come on them all of a sudden, while they perceive not. Friends on that day will be foes, one to another, except those who keep their duty. We are in the last days. My friends have become foes because of my belief. My family have become foes because of my belief. Jesus separates. Allah separates. If you truly believe in these, you will be an oddball. You will be removed from the crowd. You will be set out. You will be alone, but not. Okay, like, remember, this life ain't for everybody. Some people need others to validate their own existence. They don't see their preciousness within themselves when they look in the mirror. They don't see their worth. They let others regulate their worth. You give me my value. That's how they live, and that's not living. That's living dead. You gotta live for yourself, not for others. You'll never be enough living for others. You'll never be enough. All right. So this is out of Jesus's mouth. Surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve him. This is the right path. And what hurt would it do to serve Allah? What hurt would it do to say, I believe there is no God but Allah, and I believe in his judgment and his resurrection? How would that hurt you? You can say that right now, man, and mean it in your heart and still go on with your lifestyle. But Allah will start to turn things upside down if you live in unrighteous. Because you are what you speak, like you are what you eat. Cops eat a lot of donuts. That's why they donuts. You know what I mean? That's neither here or there. You are what you eat. What do you consume? What are you always consuming? Whether it's food, knowledge, you are that. If you around lies all day and drugs and bullshitters, that's you. You will reflect that. You will become that. Even if they're not even that themselves and they're pretending, you will become that due to your urge of being a part of. That's what we are looking for. Our family. Our kind. That's what I've been looking for. Islam taught me knowledge of self. That's what I always wanted in life, because I never knew my identity, being an orphan, growing up in homes and all that. You don't know who you are. You can be told who you are. And if you believe that, man, it can make you or break you. You know, I was always told I wasn't normal. I was stupid. I was nothing. Nobody loved me. I was stupid. You know what I mean? Dirty, ugly. Nobody wanted me. My own mom, my own daddy never wanted me. Ooh, you're nothing, and I'm all you got. You're nothing. And you know what? For a long time, I believed it. Just a little bit. Because the world was giving me that too, along with the little speeches I would get. Like, they were complementing each other. So I had two against one little mind that's not developed. You know, like, who gonna win? But I never gave in. I never gave in. I always stuck to my guns and always say, you know what, I'll just be alone. If I can't be myself around you, around them, then I just won't be around you and them. If being me is a bother, if me being who I am bothering you, and then I just won't be around you then. If you can't accept me for who I am, wrong or right, I'm not going to be around you. It is what it is. But check it out, though. Check it out. So Jesus let you know this is the right path. And why wouldn't it be? Islam is about nature, submitting to peace. That's what Islam is about. Learning how to submit to peace, like we learned how to submit to chaos and disorder. Yeah, we learned that behavior. We learned that. So we unlearn that by feeding our mind new knowledge, which is truth. And your soul will recognize truth. Once it hear it, it will take to it. You will be more interested in it. You know what I mean? That's your spirit letting you know this is it. Flesh, hello flesh, I'm telling you, this is it. This is it. Don't let it pass. Check it out. Chapter 19, Surah 30. Check it out now. Hear me out. O sister of Aaron, thy father was not a wicked man, nor was thy mother an unchaste woman. Mary was Aaron's sister. Did y'all know that? You know, Moses' brother Aaron. Moses and Aaron had different daddies, same mother. Aaron's daddy is Amram. Okay? Hey, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Oh, sister of Aaron, thy father was not a wicked man. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, they're Mary and Aaron are brother and sister. And Aaron is the priesthood. He's the first priest of the Israelites. He's an Ishmaelite, yet he's with the Israelites. Yet he's an Israelite. You know what I mean? That's the big brother, little brother nation within one nation. Israelites got two nations in them, Israelites and Ishmaelites. Israelites are those who came out of Isaac. Ishmaelites are those who are the offspring of Ishmael. I'm of that offspring. Both, really, but I'm more towards Ishmael. Okay? Because of my, like I love, to learn and teach wisdom. I'm a teacher, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? I got my own style. No college degrees, none of that shit. I don't need no white man master telling me that I know what I know. And with his name on it, verifies it. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? So, yo, man, it's like if ain't no white man name on it, it's not official. I can't study and build myself up and learn on my own. Why do I need to be verified? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But she pointed to him. They said, this is Mary's people, right? This is Mary having Jesus as a baby. Mary's walking with Jesus as a baby. But she pointed to him. Mary pointed to Jesus in her arms. They said, this is Mary's people. How should we speak to one who is a child in the cradle? So Mary's people are like, Mary, what's this? Mary's like, ask him, right? So they like, what the hell's going on? He said, now, how should we speak to one who is in the cradle? This is what Mary's people said. And then Jesus speaks as a baby. He said, I am indeed a servant of Allah. He has given me the book. Mentally, he is the book. He's a word from Allah. Remember that, y'all. I am indeed a servant of Allah. He has given me the book and made me a prophet. And he has blessed me wherever I may be. And he has enjoined on me prayer and poorate so long as I live, and to be kind to my mother. And he has not made me insolent, unblessed, and peace on me the day I was born, and the day I die, and the day I am raised to life. Such is Jesus, son of Mary, a statement of truth about which they dispute. It beseems not Allah that he should take to himself a son. Glory be to him. When he decrees a matter, he only says to it be, and it is. And surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve him. This is the right path. How many times Jesus have to say it to you? How many times? Jesus don't speak like this in the Bible, do we? He don't speak like this in the Bible, do we? I know we don't. The writers would not make Jesus say that he is this. They would never write, Jesus, I am a Christian. They would never do that. They just leave it open. They leave it optional. So one day when the truth comes, they can just insert that. Well, yeah, it was optional. That's what it meant. That's what they do. Trying to make you feel stupid. Yeah. This is how they clean up their tracks. Like, they leave it optional, yeah? Same thing with when Moses met Allah at the mountain, on the blessed side, on the right side of the bush, on the mountain. He ain't say, I am that I am. Why would my Lord say some retarded shit like that? I am Allah, your Lord, so obey me. That's what he said. I am Allah, the Lord of the worlds, so take off thine shoes, O Moses. You know what I mean? Why would Allah not say his name? Huh? Get out of here, man. Come on, y'all. Let's put this shit together, man. We, those who are street smarts, you got street smarts. Like, I understand the naive ones who only do as they're told, that are part of the system. I understand those robotic-like beings. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, you from the street. You can smell bullshit a mile away. You know how to look into things. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, yo. You think you being fake with yourself will help you when it's time, when you get judged? You think playing dumb will justify you going astray on earth? Playing dumb? Do you think that's going to work? That shit never worked on earth. What makes you think it's going to work in the higher realms, man? Come on, man. Wise up. Focus up, man. Focus up. All right. 1930. That's what I did. Let me see. Yeah. He said, I am indeed a servant of Allah. I am not Allah. He's not God. He's not the Lord of the worlds. Why would he be? Would he come down here? Would Allah come down here in human form and let this world defeat him? Would he let this world crucify him and humiliate? This is what bugs me out. Like, you really think he would do that? For us, some worthless water? Creatures made of water and dirt. You think we built like that, really? Like with the Nation of Islam, Farad Muhammad, they go beyond associating others with Allah. They made him Allah. God damn. They just bypass having one next to Allah, like an associate. They went beyond that. They said he has no associates. He is Allah. What? My dude, get on out of here. And so Farad goes on, you know what I mean? He's Allah, right? But he steps in the church and some Christian black dude knocks out his tooth because he steps in the church and says, I'm your God. Dude rocks Muhammad, knock out his tooth, knock out Farad's tooth. He go back to the mosque, all the Muslims like, yo, what happened? He's like, chill, I made a mistake. It is what it is. You think Allah would allow that? His creation rule him. He abide by their law. Oh, get the hell out of here, man. Servants, creatures, slaves. That's what we are. Get used to it. I love it. I love being a slave of Allah. If I'm going to be a slave for anything, it's going to be the Lord of the worlds. Slave me out, my Lord. All right. Chapter 5, Surah 110. On the day when Allah will gather the messengers and say, what was the response you received? They will say, we have no knowledge. Surely you art the great knower of the unseen. When Allah will say, O Jesus, son of Mary, remember my favor to thee and to thy mother, when I strengthened thee with the Holy Spirit. You spoke to people in the cradle and in old age. And when I taught you the book and the wisdom and the Torah and the gospel, and when you did determine out of clay a thing like the form of a bird by my permission, then you did breathe into it, and it became a bird by my permission. And you did heal the blind and the leprous by my permission. And when you did raise the dead by my permission. And when I withheld the children of Israel from you, when you came to them with clear arguments, but those of them who disbelieved said, this is nothing but clear enchantment. So my Lord strengthened Jesus with the Holy Spirit. And every miracle that he performed, it was by the permission of Allah. Nothing goes through until it goes to Allah. And when I revealed to the disciples, saying, this is Allah. And when I revealed to the disciples, saying, believe in me and my messenger, they said, we believe and we bear witness that we submit. When the disciples said, O Jesus, Son of Mary, is thy Lord able to send down food to us from heaven? He said, keep your duty to Allah if you are believers. Yeah, so we heard about the disciples. The disciples as well were Muslims. They were called submitting ones back then. Submitting ones in the cause of Allah. In the cause of Allah. That was their handle. We are submitting ones in the cause of Allah. They were men among the Israelites that were disciples. They were among the Israelites. He was speaking to the Israel. He was sent to them. The disciples, was among them. They were the ones who spoke up and said, forget them. We're with you. We're with you. We will be Allah's helpers in the cause of Allah. All right? Check this out now. And when Allah will say, now this is Jibreel giving us a sneak peek on Judgment Day, when Allah will ask Jesus and his mother Mary this question. This is a preview from Jibreel. Check it out. Yes. And when Allah will say, oh Jesus, now just close your eyes and imagine this. Imagine Allah speaking to Jesus and Mary, all right? And when Allah will say, oh Jesus, Son of Mary, did you say to men, take me and my mother for two gods besides Allah? Question Jesus. Allah asks him, did you tell men to worship you and your mother? He will say, this is Jesus speaking, take me and my mother for two gods besides Allah? Allah asks Jesus this. Jesus says, he will say, this is Jesus, glory be to thee, glory be to you. It was not for me to say what I had no right to say. What else? If I had said it, you wouldst indeed have known it. Why is that, Jesus? Because thou wouldst indeed have known it. You know what is in my mind, and I know not what is in thy mind. Surely thou art the great knower of the unseen. I said to them, nothing save as thou didst command me. Serve Allah, my Lord and your Lord. and I was a witness of them so long as I was among them. But when you did cause me to die, you was the watcher over them, and you are witness of all things. You understand that? Give me some feedback. What that say? Jesus is Lord. Boy, y'all don't never stop with that, do you, boy? Man, is that what y'all got out of that? Shoot, man. You know, my Lord, he speaks of a seal that goes on the eyes and the ears and the mouth and the heart. A lot of people have that seal on them, man. And that seal is undefeated. Undefeated. You know, I mean, I don't expect everyone to have a relationship with Allah. He didn't make everybody for that. No. A portion of his people are his, and they fall from that grace on their own when they ignore the signs, when they ignore the call. This is why it seems like there's not enough dudes out there speaking the truth. Oh yeah, man, it is. They just ain't giving their testimony because it ain't popular, because it don't bring no money. It don't bring likes and subscribers. It don't bring, right? So, you know, they hide it. And then when they hide that which Allah has revealed to them, they lose it. They lose it. You know what they say, man, if you don't work it, if you don't use it, you lose it. Spirit must be used. How do you use the spirit? You use it by praying, studying, giving the good news and the warning. Period. Done. The duty of a Muslim stabilizes all that. It's the rearing of the spirit. When you apply your duty as a Muslim, you are nourishing the spirit, the inside, the internal. And once that is at its peak, the outside will follow suit. Okay, you look at me, you know what I'm saying? Like my light is on the inside so much so that I'm bright. On the outside, I look healthy, strong, vitality. You can see it in me, strength, power. Yes, this is because my spirit is illuminated on the inside. So you get to see evidence of it on the outside, in my outside world, how I live. I go in my room. Look at this. Let me show you something real quick, yeah? This is called character. Did you make your bed this morning? That's what I'm saying. What do you do when nobody's around? Are you upright when you're alone? Or is it a show for people? Because if it's a show, you should be getting paid for it. Because it's entertainment. You know what I mean? And you know, entertainment, you know, it's fake, surreal. So what are you living, man? What are you living? You are who you are when you're alone. That's who you truly are. Look around your home. How does it look? Is it filthy? Well, look, I put it like this. In jail, you can always know what state of mind the man is in by observing his cell. Let me give you an example. There's a guy, you go in his room, all you see is sex. Magazine on the walls of legs opened up, tits out, or just sex. You go on his bunk, you sit on his bunk, you lay down and you look on the bottom of the upper bunk. It's sex. All right there. So he's sleeping like, right? Sex everywhere. That's his main motive. Bottles of lotions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Your surroundings reflect who you are. You want to know who you are? Look at your surroundings. It'll tell you who you are. So we know what dudes is about on how they keep their cell clean. You go in another man's cell, his bed made, light is coming through, the floor's waxed and swept, the toilet's clean, food made, kitchen clean. This dude's in order. He's strong, he built upright, he's strong, he clean, he ready for war. You go in the next cell, it's stinking, it's shit in the toilet, it's piss all over the seat, food everywhere, shit all over the floor. He dirty, he stinking, he ain't got nothing to offer but trash. Yeah, man. Yeah. Look at your cell. What's your cell look like? And I'll tell you who you are. You know what I mean? You go in another room, another cell. He might have metals and gadgets all around because he fixes radios. He makes knives. You go in another cell, you got ink everywhere, pens and needles and magazines and art and all that. He's the tattooist. He's the artist. You go in another cell, there's pictures and portraits everywhere. He's the portrait art. You go in another cell, they got medical, all the stuff downstairs in the hospital. You know, yeah, this is what he's into. He's trying to act like he's a nurse. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. He's all about helping, healing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, yo, what did your cell look like? And if your cell looks like that, what about your cells? Inside side, no, I'm just playing. I ain't get too crazy with it, right? I tried to freak it, but I ain't that sharp. All right. 5A, that's a little knowledge on the jail cell. All right. Okay. Then we're going to wrap it up. All right. 346. When the angels said, "O Mary, surely Allah gives thee good news with a word from him, of one whose name is the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, worthy of regard in this world and the hereafter, and of those who are drawn nigh to Allah." So if you have a fervor for Jesus, you certainly have one for Allah, whether you recognize it or not at the moment, because they are connected. And if you're true within yourself, you will see their connectedness. You know, it's like you can't love one without the other. How can you love Jesus and talk wrong about Allah? How can you do that when Allah sent him to represent him? How? I don't understand. You can make Jesus one with God, but not like it. You know what I mean? Not accept the law though, but you can make him. So what is, yeah, you peep it, right? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And he will speak to the people when in the cradle and when of old age. And he will be one of the good ones. So Jesus didn't start off right. He didn't start off perfect. He didn't start off good. He probably had to, when you born in the evil world and you righteous, you best believe you're going to put in some work more than anybody. You're the opposition. You think these messengers are punks? You think they sent down here just to crumble in front of? No, we bring in the smoke. We starting forest fires, bro. Homie, this ain't mission, bro. Muslims ain't weak people, man. Muslims that are really called, they are not scary people. We are fighters, man. Hand-to-hand combat, spiritual combat, verbal combat, mental combat. We're warriors, man. This ain't no punk religion. Persecuted by Jews in the whole world our whole life. You think it's gonna make punks? Nah. It's gonna make riders. I won't deny it. All right. This is Allah's party. Is you part of Allah's party or what? Let me see the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it, right? She said, "My Lord," check it out. "So he will be one of the good ones, will be one of the good ones. She said, my Lord, how can I have a son and man has not yet touched me? He said, even so. Allah creates what he pleases. When he decrees a matter, he only says to it be, and it is. And he will teach him the book and the wisdom and the Torah and the gospel and make him a messenger to the children of Israel. Check it out. And I am a verifier of that which is before me of the Torah, and I allow you part of that which was forbidden to you. What is this part that he's allowing? The good news, the gospel. What is the gospel? This book, the coming of Muhammad. He gives you a part, and I allow you part. It was only a part then, because Jesus had a scripture out of this book. Muhammad would have the complete book. This is why Jesus said, I allow you part of that which was forbidden to you. A chapter, a portion, a part, because it wasn't complete yet. It will come complete with Muhammad. Ain't that something? Ain't that pretty how I added that? Yo, what we said earlier, when things don't add up, what do? We subtract it. Check it out now. I have come to you with a sign from your Lord. So keep your duty to Allah and obey me. Obey Jesus, worship Allah. Keep your duty to Allah. Obey Jesus. They go hand in hand. Be good. That's your duty. That's obeying Jesus. Living upright. No false testimony. No lying. No slandering. No lusting. That's obeying Jesus. That's observing your duty. They're hand in hand. But one is worshipped and one is an example. Jesus is the example of upright conduct. Allah is worthy of worship and submission. But surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve him. This is the right path. But when Jesus perceived disbelief on their part, he said, who will be my helpers in Allah's way? The disciples said, we are Allah's helpers. We believe in Allah and bear you witness that we are submitting ones. Submitting ones. Our Lord, we believe in that which thou hast revealed, and we follow the messenger. So write us down with those who bear witness. And the Jews planned, and Allah also planned, and Allah is the best of planners. So the Jews, they've been on here a long time trying to discourage the truth. And they still do it to this day. The Kabbalah, Catholic, all this other Zionist, Zion, whatever that, devils, rebellious devils, female divinities. That's all they worshiping. That's it. That same old shit. The devil has no originality. He originates nothing. All the devil can do is alter the original creation. He doesn't create. Okay, my Lord is the creator. He can only alter it after it's created. He doesn't have an original idea. This earth and this heaven, everything was created in truth. Only thing he can do is distort it. He doesn't create nothing. He mutates. He alters. He's not a creator. My Lord is the best of creators. The devil don't create. He copy paste. When Allah said, "Oh Jesus, listen, I will cause you to die and exalt thee in my presence, and clear thee of those who disbelieve, and make those who follow thee above those who disbelieve to the day of resurrection. Then to me is your return. So I shall decide between you concerning that wherein you differ. Then as to those who disbelieve, I shall chastise them with severe chastisement in this world and the hereafter, and they will have no helpers. And as to those who believe and do good deeds, he will pay them fully their rewards, and Allah loves not the unjust. This we recite to thee of the messages and the reminder full of wisdom. Listen, the likeness of Jesus with Allah is truly as the likeness of Adam. He created him from dust, then said to him, be, and he was. This is the truth from thy Lord. So be not of the disputers. Whoever then disputes with thee in this matter, after the knowledge that has come to thee, say, come, let us call our sons and your sons, and our women and your women, and our people and your people. Then let us be earnest in prayer and invoke the curse of Allah on the liars. Surely this is the true account, and there is no God but Allah. And Allah, He surely is the mighty, the wise. But if they turn away, then surely Allah knows the mischief makers. This is what we've been doing for a long time. We've been trying to get them to come back home. These Israelites, boy, they're done. They're done. Jesus was their last messenger. Muhammad came for the whole world, but he came, to Muhammad, he came to awaken the Ishmaelites. The Ishmaelites. I'm an Ishmaelite, man. You an Ishmaelite. That's why you on here with me. You tuning in with me. Yo, y'all remember Martin back in the day? Martin. It was one show. He was like, this face belongs on the tissue. I like that, man. This face belongs on the tissue. Yo, let's knock this down. You know what I'm talking about? Let's knock this down real quick. You know, almost there. Yo, look at all this Jesus knowledge I've been laying on y'all, man. And y'all ain't hearing a damn thing. But those who do hear, peace unto you. And all the mockers on here, peace unto you too, you know? 39. Check it out. Chapter 69. I want to read this one to y'all because y'all, Check it out. This is about Muhammad writing hadiths. He never wrote that bull crap. You think he would write this book and then write other books that lie on this book? Nah, man. Desert Arabs made up them hadiths, man. He made that shit up. And this is the proof. This is chapter 69. It's called The Sure Truth. Surah 38. False allegations refuted. But nay, I swear by that which you see and that which you see not. Surely it is the word of an honored messenger, and it is not the word of a poet. Little is it that you believe, nor the word of a soothsayer. Little is it that you mind. It is a revelation from the Lord of the worlds. And if he had fabricated against us certain sayings, we would certainly have seized him by the right hand. Come here. Then cut off his heart's vein. Your marriage hand, your ring go on, you married, that vein go to your heart. That's why it's your ring finger. He gonna cut that heart vein, right? Then cut off his heart's vein, and not one of you could have withheld us from him. And surely it is a reminder for the dutiful. And we certainly know that some of you are rejectors. Now, check this out. And if Muhammad had fabricated against us certain sayings, that's what hadiths are. Fabricated surahs. Remixed surahs given their own interpretation by the author. My Lord says, if Muhammad fabricated against us certain sayings out of this book, surahs are sayings. If he fabricated, meaning he added to. Okay, my Lord speaks straight words. It's no puzzle, okay? You don't fabricate the revelation of Allah, okay? If he had fabricated against us, not for us, not with us, against us, meaning what they would fabricate would be against the actual truth of the surah. Making Allah, to look like a liar, like he don't know what he's speaking about, right? And if he had fabricated against us certain sayings, if he had did this, we would certainly have seized him by the right hand, then cut off his heart's vein, and not one of you could have withheld us from him. Talking about Muhammad, his boys would have said, no, you ain't doing nothing, man. I'm an angel of Allah. Go blind. Y'all ain't gonna stop nothing. If we wanted, y'all couldn't have did shit. Of course, though. But my Lord letting you know the severity of this. So this destroys hadiths, sunnahs, tawheed, all that. All those books which Allah gave no authority. No authority. That they write and say, this is from Allah. Be cautious. Right? Right? Heavy, right? Heavy. Fabricated certain sayings. We would have cut off his right hand, his vein, right? Bring us nearer. Check it out. Chapter 39. We almost there. 15 more minutes. Then you go on with your day and do your thing. I know you got things to see and people to do. So, 39:3. 39:3. Now surely sincere obedience is due to Allah alone. And those who choose protectors besides him say, we serve them only that they may bring us nearer to Allah. Surely Allah will judge between them in that which they differ. Surely Allah guides not him who is a liar, ungrateful. If Allah desired to take a son to himself, he could have chosen those he pleased. He could have chosen those he pleased out of those whom he has created. Glory be to him. He is Allah, the one, the subduer of all. All right, now y'all like to say that these idols that y'all worship, these men, these imams, these whatever, that you worship them because they bring you nearer to Allah. Allah ain't going. That's bullshit. That's a lie. That's a lie. You get nearer to Allah reading this book. It takes work, study. You got to do it. People just want to sit back and have you just whisper sweet things in their ear and then walk off and say, I got the truth. Let's roll. No, you're going to have to seek your damn self and put in work. God damn it. If things came in, let's show. You know, you don't respect things that you don't earn. Your religion was given to you. You didn't earn it, so you don't respect it. You don't know what's in it because it was given to you. It was a given. You was told, you're this. This is what it is, and you never questioned it. So you don't know what's in it. It's heavy, man. Like, come on, man. We all born Muslims, man. It's this world and our parents that turn you into a Jew or a Christian. We're all born Muslims. Natural in nature. Upright men. That's the nature in which Allah created man. Uprightness, good nature, truthful nature, submissive nature. You know what I mean? Yo, we all servants. That's the problem too. Y'all don't know how to serve. Yeah, man. Islam is you put yourself last because you know you're first. You know that you have the power. You know what I mean? So you put others before you because you know your strength. Only dudes who don't know what they made of want to be first, want to be the face of the thing, want everybody to be behind. You know what I'm saying? No, bro. No. I can be last because I know if everything fall, I can hold it up. So put Brent last. You know what I mean? Put Brent at the bottom. I don't mind. I don't mind being the foundation because the foundation holds up everything. I'm part of that foundation. You know, respect your place. Respect your place. Respect your position you've been put in on this earth. Respect it, man. Okay? You know? Don't hate on others' rank. Respect your position. And you will be moved up higher. You know what I mean? Respect yours and you will be upgraded. But you must respect your own power, man. Respect it. Man. All right, check that out, right? So, yeah, they want to take associates, protectors, besides Allah. And their excuse is that, yo, they bring us nearer to God. No, they don't. No, they don't. 33, 62, and we almost done. That was the way of Allah concerning those who have gone before, and you will find no change in the way of Allah. You know, I like that surah because it shows my Lord tells you there's no change in his course. Ain't no flip-flopping. What it is now was what it was then. Ain't none changed under this sun, bro. He demands submission and good deeds, okay? And that's how it's been since the beginning. His course never changes. You will find no change in the way of Allah. No remixes, okay? I like that. I like that because it's recognizable. If a thing never changes, it is its true form, its whole way through. It's always recognizable. It's familiar, okay? Rather than always switching the face, always remixing it. You don't know who it is now, but you see signs of what you knew, but you're just always you're not sure. Like it leaves you always in suspense rather than knowing, yo, this is a lost course then and it is now. No, what they like to do in the world is remix it as if Allah's course has changed. Like he changed his name, he changed his way. No, no, no. It's been like this since day one. Huh? We changed. You changed. The world changed. Allah don't change in his course. We do. I just wanted to point that one out. That was a powerful one to me. 35, 43. And then one more and we done. I want to thank y'all for tuning in with me today. I'll be here on Friday too, for Juma. And then, you know how we go. Until July 5th is my last day on here doing these videos. And I'm going to start drawing masterpieces. Let y'all see my art. I might do a video, here and there once a month if I inspired. But my next stage is my art. I'm going to start getting that art out there in the world again. You know what I mean? I didn't spoke this word on here for one whole year. I started on July 5th of last year. I'm trying to reach 3,000 videos. I'm almost there. I'm like 200 more. And I'm at 3,000 videos on my YouTube page, all talking about the book. Yeah, bro, it's a good gift I'm going to leave when I die. I didn't left a lot of shit. But they going to remember Brennan another way, yeah, bro, I'm going to lay down this on here. Because it ain't no page on this medium here that's quite like my page. It's not. I don't want nothing from you. I just want to help you. I want to spend out of what Allah gave me. This is me spending. This is me spending. This is what I bought. So I study it and I share it and I spend it. Spending is giving. But when you spend, you get something back in return. What am I getting back in return from reading y'all this stuff? I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm working stuff in the unseen. Maybe I'm adding to my garden. Maybe I'm adding to my personality, my spirit, my soul. I don't know how, but it ain't about me receiving something back. I was just putting it out there like, you know what I mean? There's always an exchange, But I just want to thank y'all for tuning in with me and giving me a chance in your life and expressing myself and my life and who I am as a man. And you accepting me for who I am. I really respect that, my viewers. Peace unto you and thank you. You know what I mean? That's all I know to say. But yeah, it's all love, man. It's all love, man. I'm going to wrap it up. There's no change. The evil posterity. One more. Chapter 7, 169. Yo, this chapter here is so important because it speaks of desert Arabs, the Middle Easterners, those who inherited the Quran. And it breaks them down, man. It breaks them down. And we divided them in the earth into parties. Some of them are righteous and some of them are otherwise. And we tried them with blessings and misfortunes that they might turn. Turn what? Turn to Allah. All right. Then after them came an evil posterity. This is after the children of Israel. After Jesus went to them and, they tried to kill him. This is after that. Then after them came an evil posterity who inherited the book, taking the frail goods of this low life and saying, it will be forgiven us. It will be forgiven us. That sounds like Jesus. Like he died for my sins. Whatever I do, it doesn't matter because it's paid for already, right? It sounds like that bullshit knowledge, right? So this is a mixture of Middle Eastern Islam and Christianity, the part of taking the frail goods of this low life. That's what the rabbis, the doctors of law, they do with usury, alms, all that. Illegal gain, they consume illegal gain. They taking the frail goods of this world's life. And it means nothing to them because it says we will be forgiven. And the Jews, they look at us as goyim, non-Jews. So they can do whatever they want to do to you if you're not of them. You know, the dirty dudes with the sideburn curls and never wash up, funky as hell. Them dudes that live all alone, you don't never see them, you know what I mean? Yeah, them. If you're not of them, you're goyim. So they can do whatever they want to do to you. And they won't have to pay a price because they're chosen and you're not. This is how they think, man. This is how they justify them being rodents. They turn you into the rodent. Boy, that's some hell of a reverse psychology, right, bro? Just like how the whites try to turn you into the ape. Come to find out, they evolved from apes and pigs. You do the math on that. But they don't want to tell that. They want to make you into that. So what is this? We're going to switch identities? Is that what happened? They took our identity, the original man. You know what I mean? And then they become the original, and then we become the carbon copy or the duplicate, the clone. No, we can look at the races and see who is the progenitor here. Who was placed in charge? You can look at that and see if we lined up all the people, we can see the people who are the real people, who really go with this earth, who really thrive in it. Okay, man, if the sun to this constellation destroys you, you got a problem. It's either you're not from here or you're man-made in a lab. Okay, because the sun is the power source of all things, man. It grows living things, yet it's destroying you. You do the math. What do we do when things don't add up? We move your ass out the way. So the best thing you can do is build your spirit, because your skin, your flesh is poison. It's cancerous. Best thing you can do is build your spirit and let your spirit overpower your weak flesh. Build your spirit. Belief. We are the teachers. We teach you math, the stars, how to wash, how to eat, respect, morality. We're the originators. You get your style from us. You get your way of thought from yourself, but your good mind is of us, the noble ones in duty. Yeah, man, we beyond black and white now. We are beyond that bullshit. Because there's a lot of blacks out there that got white brains, that got Caucasian, Khazarian brain flow. You know what I mean? Like, I am better than you attitude. I am better than you. Not because it isn't, because of how I look. Get the fuck out of here with that. Okay? Whites, that's a class of people. You got upper class, middle class, low class. Okay? That's a class of people that they put against black people, to cause confusion, disrupt. Okay? Made them white, made them black. One's better than the other. The same thing started with Iblis and Adam. Up in the heavens, Allah told Iblis, bow down. Just like the white man's nature is telling him, bow down. And he say, no, I'm not bowing down to black mud, fashioned in the shape. And this one say, I'm not bowing down to no Negro. Same thing. Oh, Iblis, what prevents you from bowing down? I am better than he. Thine made me of fire, and him of dirt. Same thing, same mechanism, same attitude. I am better than you. Forget that. Forget that. I know I go off the thing sometimes because I am a part of this white, black world. I am both races. So I know how it feels to be white. I know how it feels to be black. I know how it feels. I know how racism feels. I've been hated on by both races. I know. I know. And it all narrows down to not having knowledge of self. That's it. But let's get to this last one and do the prayer. This is the evil posterity who inherited the book. And if the light good came to them, they would take it too. Was not a promise taken from them in the book that they would not speak anything about Allah but the truth? Anything about Allah but the truth? And they study what is in it. And the abode of the hereafter is better for those who keep their duty. Do you not then understand? And as for those who hold fast by the book and keep up prayer, surely we waste not the reward of the reformers. Yeah, this evil posterity inherited the book of the Middle Easterners. Desert Arabs, not the original Arabians. This offshoot, lab-made people. I don't know how they came about. I think they the offspring of Ham. You know what I mean? One of the two, man. But yeah, let's do the prayer. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom thine wrath is brought down upon, nor those who go astray. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. And were it not for Allah's grace upon thee and his mercy, a party of them has certainly designed to ruin thee, and they ruin only themselves, and they cannot harm thee in any way. And Allah has revealed to thee the book and the wisdom, and taught thee what thou knewest not. And Allah's grace on thee is very great. Praise be to Allah, who has not taken to himself a son, and who has not a partner in the kingdom, and who has not a helper because of weakness. I proclaim his greatness, magnifying him. Surely those who are with thy Lord are not too proud to serve him, and they glorify him and prostrate themselves before him. So bow down and prostrate before Allah and serve him. Allah, there is no God but he, the Lord of the mighty throne. And when the Quran is recited to them, they adore him not. These are they on whom Allah bestowed favors from among the prophets, of the seed of Adam, and of those whom we carried with Noah, and of the seed of Abraham and Israel, and those whom we have chosen, and those whom we have chose. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, here it is. And of those whom we guided and chose. All right, I'm sorry about that. When the messages of the beneficent were recited to them, they fell down in submission, weeping. Ameen. All right. That's what it was. It's just memorizing, man, you know? I write down my prayers. It's all on my page, man, you know? I got the beautiful page. This was our little study today. Man, a little something, something. Hey, man, I want y'all to take care of yourself, man, and really let that marinate. You know, today's lesson, let this marinate on your skull, man, and time is running out. And you got to know that your Lord is Allah, and to him we submit, and to him we return. Let's see what's going on here. Who cares about white, black? Why can't you be you regardless of your color? You can. I didn't mean it like that. Well, I can't lie, I did. It is about white and black. It's about light and darkness. Which one you gonna choose? Huh? Interesting. No hadith for you. Hell no. Optimist. No. Bro, them things are hellbound. Hellbound hadiths, homie. I'll never repeat them. I'll never read them out. It's bullshit. The authors of those books, bro, I could imagine how they lived when nobody's looking. I know they're living it up. I know they got wealth out of that bullshit because the hadiths cost money. Did you know that? This is why my Lord says they sold it for a small price. They sold the messages of Allah for a small price. They write it with their own hands and say, this is from Allah, when Allah gave them no authority. And they sold it. That's like me charging you guys for my page. Me reading the book, charging you, asking at the end, yeah, if you could help with PayPal, and my Cash App is this, if I, yeah, you're not a Muslim then, buddy. Well, what am I, Optimus? If I don't read hadiths, I'm not a Muslim, Optimus? Then what makes you a Muslim, Optimus? Sure thing. How do you pray? How do I pray? Go on my page and find out, young blood. Who cares about, right? Good luck. Read the whole Quran. Don't pick and choose what you agree with now, what you deceiving. Go on my page. Go on videos. Go down to page 1 that was made on July 5th at the bottom of my live videos. And I'll read it to you. Straight up. No interruptions. None of my interpretations. Just raw reading the Quran. Yeah, it took 18 videos. 2-hour videos every day, back to back, for 3 weeks. What you gotta say about that, motherfucker? Yeah, do your math before you give the answer, you heard? Just don't know what the fuck they talking about. Yeah, man, I've read the whole book 100 times over. I've rewrote the whole book. I know this book. You ain't telling me nothing. Not a damn thing. Islam is the Arabic adaptation of Judeo-Christianity. Brother, you need to come back to the truth, which is Jesus died for our sins, and he is the sound like a bass head. Next one. Kissing Nova. Let's see if this is a believer or a disbeliever. We're not getting anywhere. That's why I don't trust the Quran. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. Jesus is King. Sound cute. It ain't gonna work on judgment. Your ass gonna get thrown in the fire. Why would Allah question him? Isn't he all-knowing? Why would Allah question him? I don't know. But if I know that Allah is all-knowing, but he would question him so obviously he could speak it out loud. And so others may hear it. I mean, of course, Allah know. We don't know, dummy. And so whatever comes to us here on this earth verbally, man, it's for us, not Allah. He knows. Of course he know, dummy. We don't know. We don't know. It's for us, to discern. He leaves that up to us. He wants us, to know who's true and who's the liar. He knows, of course. He's our creator, of course. But what is life is about if he know it all and we all come on, but we don't know. This is for us. He loves us. He wants us to experience this. Check it out. Just asking the dumbest ass childlike osh-kosh questions. And look at Kiss. What? What? I'm not easily fooled. This is raising. So went red flags. How can you guys not see it? I think you need to learn how to spell before you have any thought on any goddamn thing. Know what you're going to say out your damn mouth. People bug me out. They write in riddles and expect us, to read their shit and sort it out for them. Motherfucker, you had the thought. Say it straight. Say it plain. Get sick of trying to figure out what the fuck you trying to say to me, man. You know what that means? You don't know what the fuck you saying. You don't. You just talking out your fucking neck out of emotions and just writing quick because you got to stay with that emotion. And so the statement will just come out all fucked up, just like you, because you moving off emotions. So suck a dick up till you hiccup. On to the next one. Kiss these nuts. Fuck off here. Of you feel loved, love. If you feel hated, love. If you feel slighted, love. Man, shut the fuck up, man. Brother Thomas. This is the Quran. It makes no clear sense. Then get the fuck off the page, okay? You make sense. Where's your page? Everybody, it bugs me out because everybody that got something to say about the Quran, you go on their YouTube page and what do you see? Nothing. Because they're nothing. And they offer nothing except stupid ass words, stupid ass accusations. It's cute. I like it. Do you? They don't watch me to learn. They watch me to judge. Huh? They watch me to judge. They want to see things wrong with me. They want to see handicaps. They want to see dents in my armor. I know you kind of people. I know what kind of people you are. You don't fool me. I know what kind of people you is. I know what you looking at. Fucking freaks. This is why I don't ask them for no money, because I'll shit on y'all in a minute. And you know what I mean? Yeah, man, it don't matter to me. Yeah, man, I don't want nothing from y'all funky asses, man. I'm not on here for you. Okay, I'm going to be like Martin and get this stepping. All right, okay. You going to put my own shit against me, huh? Okay, then step your ass then, huh? Get the step in. Love y'all rights. Oh, shut the fuck up. ISHMALITE from the descendants of Ismail. ISHMALITE. You got it right. It's clearly an educational issue because you guys are not to see the contradiction in the Quran. May Jesus unblind you, man. Okay. Purple K. don't even got the balls to even show itself in a profile. Probably not even you. Yeah, radio show. These profiles be suspect. It'd be like third parties, man. They just don't want to be found, but want to be heard. Raw facts without presumed conclusions is how we know what the facts are supposed to mean, regardless of the individual. Man, shut up. I hate people like that. They just want to use big words and some descriptive composition and try to sound like they're from Al-Azhar. Or, man, shut the fuck up. You don't even got no fucking page, but you on here running your mouth. When you die, what are you gonna leave behind? What are you gonna leave behind, yo, to feed them with, the people with? What are you gonna leave behind? Stupid comments, you know what I'm saying, on other people's videos? What, remakes of other videos because you don't have no originality to you, because you have no soul? Huh? You just a damn clone of what you've met in this world. You just reflect everything foul that you've met. That's it. This is how these people is on here, man. I don't take none of them seriously, yo. There is a distilled set replicant. Look, here's dude again, trying to sound smart. Brother Thomas, trying to sound smart, using all these words that don't even go with the flow of his message, right? But he's trying to sound like, oh, shut the fuck up. What does you knowing big words have to do with your work on this earth? Whose life have you saved? Whose mind have you enlightened? Whose world have you changed? Nobody, motherfucker. Nothing. You just on here doing your thing. Just do it. Who's next? Greetings. Peace be upon you, Ali. One love, brother. You guys don't even know who Allah really is. There is but one objective reality. All else is subjective experience. That's some white men taught you that, huh? Where you hear that from? Ancient aliens? The command code logos and everything. Holding. ISHMALITE. Allah's blessings upon you for having such a strong faith. Thank you, brother. Thank you for tuning in as well. Yeah, man. My Muslim people. And I mean, the rest of y'all devils, I can give a fuck about. Believe it. Yeah. Bring me your best insight. Bring me your best shit. I will compliment it. Believe it. And in real life, if you want to take it that far, I live in Maine. Waterville, Maine. Yep. Yeah, ain't no hiding Brent. Yep. You come see me. Not hard to find. Only nigga out here. Let's get it. Jesus said the humble's eternal family. Can we be honest? Shut up. Why is this dude look at this dude. Look at all this dumb shit. This dude is lost. This dude's lost. I'm starting to feel bad for Brother Thomas 114. You know? You can't get mad at him because you know deep inside they just retarded. You know, you start to feel petty, like pity. You know what I mean? You feel pity for him, like that's the righteousness in me. You know what I mean? Like you want to disrespect him and get mad at him, and then when you see him, it's even more pity. Like you can tell, like I can make their form out with their statements. You know, like I can make a person due to how they talk. Like I can understand how they look, but you know, when they talk like this and you meet them in real life, you see why they talk like this and why they do it. Because bro, they be weirdos, man. weirdos, man. Someone here said Jesus not king. Someone put it to that. Who disagreed with Jesus being king? Sure, I will worship the one who Jesus worshiped. That's right, Brother Ali. The answer is not going to cut Ali. I'm sorry. Jesus is king. And what is a king? What is a king? You know, there's big protests out here now that's saying no kings, no kings, no kings. And it's mostly Christians going against Trump, talking about no more kings. Why none of them say there's only one king? Why no flag say that? Why no poster say that? Because they don't believe that shit. Jesus is a servant. What was he king over? Tell me. What was he the king over here on earth? What was he king? You can't tell me. Stupid. He wasn't the king of nothing down here. He was a servant. You have no response to this and you just repeat this nonsense from, of course you do. I literally answered you. All right, I got, whoa. I was at this whole time. All right. Merit. Hello to you, Merit. Welcome to the channel. What's the penalty for an apostate in the Quran? What is an apostate? Apostle? Does it say strike the unbeliever in the Quran? Don't say nothing about strike the unbeliever. Yeah, man. My Lord, he don't tell us kill, abuse, disbelievers, none of that. You know what I mean? Right off the rip. Like I see, oh, you don't worship in Allah? You don't worship Allah? All right, then I can kill you with no consequence. No, it don't work like that. You leave them alone in their inordinacy, blindly wandering on. That's what you do. Not everybody is meant to believe. He make people for who they are, whether we agree with it or not. Like some people, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know people that you just can't change. They are who they are, even if it is evil. That's them. They like it. They accept it. You don't. That's your problem. I know who I am, and I'm not evil. I am of light. I am of respect, submission, servitude to Allah, one God, no polytheists here. We don't worship idols, homie. We don't worship Jesus. He is a king. He is a king of men, meaning that he's above men in morality, in uprightness. He's an example of upright conduct. Now, if you want to title that a king usually has a throne on earth. He usually has a kingdom. Physical throne, physical kingdom. Did Jesus have these physical things, or was he a poor man? He was a poor man. Because poor rate was put on him by Allah, the poor rate. So he's far from a king. If anything, he's looked at as a peasant, below king, a servant of a king. You want to make him a king. Why? Why? What did you get out of that? You think because you make him a king, you'll be part of his kingdom? But he had no kingdom on this earth. He had no place here in this earthly. I mean, no. Jesus traveled. He walked. And if you look at the word Messiah, it means anointed one and one who travels. One who travels. A king usually is situated on his throne of power, ruling from the throne, from his kingdom, physical throne. Okay? Iran has a king. Africa has a king. America has a king. He's our president. Okay? Jesus didn't have status like this in Bethlehem, Nazareth, Egypt. Okay? He didn't have kingdom. He was a traveler. Okay? So I don't know why y'all, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all, I shut that king shit down quick, right? Because it's bullshit. He's far from a king. He he may have the what's the word that I'm looking for that a king has? That light, that power to rule. I'm sorry. He has authority. Yes, you call him king due to his authority. Okay? That's why y'all say king. I get it. But authority and power, they are two different things. Kings have authority. Allah has power. And he bestows power on whom he pleases. You see how when men sit down and talk through this shit, we can come to a conclusion real quick with these titles. Titles. All titles. The Quran is the worst plagiarism ever. Damn, Mac, for real. Oof. This is pure insanity. Let me see a picture of your profile, your face, and I'll show you pure insanity. We don't speak on behalf of God. I'm saved. I'm going to heaven. Rather, we keep humbling ourselves and seek Allah until our death. If I die righteous, God promises eternal happiness. I don't know if I am, though. You stay on the right path, Brother Ali. This video today was for you, brother. You was the one watching, lending your ear to me. Thank you, brother. And I'm happy with this. One. Only takes one man to change the world. One. And we've been shown that many times. One man, only one. We don't need a gang, homie. As long as I reach one, I'm pleased with my study today. Real. What's the problem if we don't know? Even the prophet did not know. If we knew, we wouldn't have belief. Believing is better than knowing, if you ask me. Once you know, it's over with. Believing is constantly evolving. Belief gets strengthened over time because things add to it. Okay, this is why my Lord, he don't say no that Allah, he does say, but believers, the believers, believing power. You must build your believing power. And that's hard growing up in a world of lies. It's hard, to reprogram this data up in here. Okay, but hey, start small. Just do right. Treat others how you want to be treated. You guys bug me out who worship Jesus because all y'all say is he king and he's that. Do y'all even know his commandments? When he said, trust in Allah with all your heart, your soul, and your spirit, and treat others how you want to be treated. Treat others good. You know what I mean? Y'all don't do that, dog. None of y'all do it. I could understand if I was disrespecting Jesus my whole video and y'all would be disrespecting me. That I would understand. But I'm merely reading words of Allah. And y'all just got the biggest fucking problem. And these are Christians in the comments, man. I don't block them because I want this to be branded for life, certified. I want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make this known. These are Christians running their mouth like this for nothing. But it is for something. I must be ringing a bell of truth in them. I must be. I'm not saying nothing wrong about Jesus, their loved one, not saying nothing wrong. But what I am saying is pissing them off. Why is that? Am I lying? These are stories you already know. It's just clarifying, giving you in-depth detail of stories you already know out the Bible, right? So what is the big deal? The big deal is because it's the truth. And you know what you've been told is bullshit. And you haven't invested shit in your belief. So I don't know why you act like you mad, like you was deterred. Like you was fooled and you actually went with it. You couldn't follow evil if it came with a manual. Because you don't know how to serve. Even doing evil, you gotta serve. You gotta do work. You lazy bum. You ain't about nothing. You ain't about nothing. I know you dudes, man. I grew up with all kinds of people. It's time to work. It's time to put in work. It's time to shut up and put in work. Jesus is Lord. Smack your silly ass. And see what's going on. Muslims don't know if they are even going to heaven. They worship idolatry. Mac 10. They're not believers. That's my boy Ali. But righteous people of the book. They exist somewhere. They exist right here. Me and you. All it takes is one. Paul, Saul. That's who they worship. Paul. And Paul came before Jesus, about 3 generations. So how did he have a vision of Jesus that wasn't even born yet? Saul is in my Quran. Samuel made him king. There's your king. He is said to be a king of the children of Israel. He brings the heart, the tranquility of the heart. This is why Jesus in all his books, he's pointing at the heart. So, but this is how they freak it though. Samuel appointed Saul as king over the children of Israel because Saul was tall. He was a tall man and he had a physique, and Allah blessed him with knowledge that he gave no other. Okay, so Saul was a giant. And Saul is out of the tribe of Benjamin, the youngest of Jacob. Joseph and Benjamin tribe. You don't hear about those tribes. You don't hear about Joseph's tribe, do you? You might hear about Benjamin. That's the youngest tribe. That's where Saul. Yeah, man, it's all in my book. It's all in my book. Y'all don't know. You got to get it from me. But I'm going to give you the truth. Whether you like it, I like it or not. It is what it is, man. Yeah, man, I don't play with the truth. If I don't understand it at that time, okay, so what? I'm not knocking it. Maybe later down the line, my Lord will grant me the understanding of that knowledge. I just don't abandon it because I don't understand it off the rip. Maybe I'm not ready yet. Long as I stay the course, and he'll raise me up in degrees, in knowledge. He will. If I'm activating it and if I'm utilizing the knowledge, right, he will give me more out of his bounty. And I believe this. I just had a sleep paralysis situation last week, and the thing was like wind or fall type of smoke. Well, okay, that's called a jinn. Yeah, man. That's your people. Yeah, man. That's your people visiting you. Don't tell me you were scared, Lil K. No. That's who you summons when you disrespect Allah. That's who visits your ass. Yeah. The dark entities that stand around your bed, right? Yeah, you can look at them with your eyeball, right? But that's the only thing that moves, right? Your ass is paralyzed, right? And you can't do a damn thing. Who do you call on? Who you call on then? But check this out, right? Yeah, homie, yeah, they out there. Jinns are made of intensely hot fire. Desert Arabs, they say that they made of a smokeless fire. Which, how can a fire be smokeless? Right? So that's hadith. But in my Quran, they say that they're made of intensely hot fire. And not all of them are evil. Not all of them. They're like human beings. Some believe in Allah, some believe in otherwise, but none of them believe in Jesus. I know that. They know they're all messengers. They know this, but you guys want to pick and choose who you worship. And you don't even worship them right. You just like to say it because I guess, I don't know, it makes you feel like you a part of something. But when you see that group that you striving to be a part of being thrown in hell, will you still be a part of that group? So the Quran points to a false book and tells you to believe in it. So the Quran points to a false book. What book did the Quran refer to us, telling us to believe in it? This is how, listen, I read their questions and I break it down, right? So the Quran points to a false book and tells you to believe in it. What was the book that the Quran told us to believe in? This false book? See, yo, you think I'm some stupid dude, right? Not only because I stutter, I don't know how to comprehend. No, baby, I comprehend very well. Very well. I'll read this shit out better than you. I will understand what you're trying to say better than you. You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, my tongue has a knot in it, but not my brain, not my comprehension. I may be slow of speech and stuff, but damn it, I comprehend. I comprehend. So the Quran points out, thank you for all the hearts. I know that's my baby. Ali knows more about the Christian. Ali knows more about the Christian Bible than most Christians. Muslims are told to study the Quran, to study the Torah, study the wisdom. The wisdom is knowledge and understanding united. Wisdom is what you learn out of your experiences of right and wrong in life. You know what I'm saying? Ali, yeah. It is told to us that we study these. These are the books of Allah. They ain't Christian books. The Torah, the gospel, the wisdom, the book, the Quran, these are Allah's books. So the Quran says to believe the Torah and previous revelations. But the previous revelations are corrupt before they were corrupted. Before they were remixed, they were spoken plain. Okay, you understand? The Torah is the law of Moses. How can you rearrange the law? Like, they didn't observe the Torah with its due observed. They didn't abide by the law. So the Quran says to believe the Torah. The Torah is, believe the Torah in its truest form. How Moses gave it. Believe in one God. Worship no other but him. Okay? Believe in the judgment. Do your duty. Don't, what was it? Honor thine mother. Don't murder. Thou shalt not. That's all in this. That's all in this. That was in the tablets. The 2 tablets of Moses. The admonition. The guidance and light. That's what the Torah and gospel are. Guidance and light. For us. Guidance for men to show us how to go, light that reveals the path. You understand? So yeah, the Torah in its truest form before corruption hit. Follow that. Yeah. Books in its original form. And we know the original form. We know when we read the real and what is added. We have a sense like, bro, hold on. They said that. No, see, we know, dog. But if we doing wrong and living that lifestyle, then we gonna play dumb. Long as we getting what we want, right? We gonna play dumb, even though we see it. We gonna play dumb if it works in our favor, right? So shame on you, not the writer. Shame on you. Ali knows more about the Christians. What the Quran say. You guys are pretty good. It's necessary for Allah to reveal the final revelation. Yes, it was. It was very necessary. This book is a guarded tablet. None alters Allah's word in this book. Yeah. The Islamic dilemma is just a Christian. It is, bro. That white dude on YouTube and his little gang of weirdos. The Islamic dilemma. They got a Christianity dilemma, homie, that's like out of this world. And until they face that, when you make Jesus God, yet he's 3 in 1, yet he's the Son, yet you worship the Father, yet, man, you see how confusing that shit is? This is why in my Quran, when Jesus spoke, he says, I am here to make clear that which you differ. Remember when I read that to y'all? What do we differ? That Father, Son, Holy Spirit bullshit. That's my daddy bullshit. When Jesus was an orphan, Jesus didn't have a father. He didn't have a biological father. So why would you mock him like that and say he has a father when he was created without the agent of sperm? My Lord said be, and he was. Like Adam. Didn't we go over that? So Jesus has no father. That right there was knowledge like, bro, hold up. Like, bro, you gotta start questioning this shit. Like, you gonna be held responsible for some shit that somebody made up and taught you, and you took it without investigating it. The blame won't be on him completely. You're gonna have to take a portion of that for your negligence, for your laziness, for not making investigation. Anything that concerns my soul and my eternity, bro, I'm looking into it. I'm not just listening to the man, oh, yo, this is the truth? Okay, word. Sign me up. When's the meeting? I'll be there at the church. Nah, hell no. No. You guys need to be more cautious on who you allow in your force field. You know what I mean? This is your force field, you heard? This right here. Not that. I'll just play. This right here. This is your force field, you heard? Your arm's length. This is your force field. Nothing comes in this field, man. No negative energy, nothing. That's your force field. Secure it. Secure it. They feel it. They see it. You don't. You ain't supposed to. You're supposed to believe in it. Let them see it. Let them feel it from you. That's your indication that you got it. Now believe it. Believe it. And nurture that belief by studying about it. Study this spirit of light that's in you that makes you great. Study that. Study your light. And I'm going to leave with that. Study your light. Hey, y'all. Paul, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Mr. Islam, Paul, what's up? Hold on. Let me see what Paul said, man. How can you believe in a book that claims Allah commanded the mass murder of nations, men and women? I don't know. Let me see. The Bible is an insult to Allah. This is the Quran. Let them know that. Shame on you all. Paul, you didn't read the Bible. Shut up and stop embarrassing yourself. God has created humanity, and they were filled with sins, worshiping pagan deity. Well, still are. God created them for what they know, and he can decide what will happen with them, period. Martin, you all right, brother? You gave him good feedback. Infants are innocent. Don't command someone to kill. Never, never. And people have sinned and the world became filled with misery. Listen to the nonsense. Listen to the nonsense. You go listen to Mac. You go listen to Big Mac. You go on Big Mac 114 channel and see what's on there. It's probably some video game Super Mario bullshit. There is one worthy of worship but Allah, and the honorable Jesus Christ is no more than a messenger. All right, y'all. We was on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Awesome. All right, y'all. Salam. I love y'all and I respect y'all, and I hope y'all have a good week and a rest of the good month. I'll see you guys on Friday. One love and peace. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of Sirius.